position and wait for my go.
For this particular tutorial, we are going to make this. Okay, so to start this tutorial, you need to prepare two footages. You need to shoot this on the actual camera. So what are the footages that we needed for this particular tutorial is this particular scene. Okay, so this is what I shot just now. Okay, so you need this one scene. Okay, there's no flying happenings, and then after that, this just a background without nothing else, without any action. I just want a background. Okay, so you must have these two in order to make this works. Okay, so now I have layer all my scenes over there. So this is where the point the kid is at the highest point of your jump. So I'm going to split this particular scene, Ctrl Shift D. Alright, so once already have this Ctrl Shift D over here, what I'm going to do next is to rotoscope the body, okay, and make those kids jump. Okay, so now we are going to rotoscope the kid's body over here. So only the body are selected, and then the rest of it will be covered by our background over there. So I'm going to lock the background and use a roto brush over here. Okay, so if you select a roto brush, okay, so after you selected the roto brush, okay, so click on the layer fly over here. If you have something like this, there's warning something that you need to change. So it mentioned over here 29.974. Right click over here. If you do not have, you don't have to do any kind of adjustment. For me, I do have adjustment that I need to make. So I need to match the frame rate. Click on the COM1 composition setting. I put over there 4 to match the frame rate that I have over there. And then after that, now I'm in the layer. Okay, so this is composition. In order to apply those roto brush, you should be in layer mode over here. So I'm just drag over here. So the roto brush will be affected towards the selection that I have made. You can zoom in using your mouse. Okay, mouse scroller at the front over there. And then after that, make sure all the selection are done. So I'll make this selection accordingly. Okay, so make sure everything is selected. So you just drag, click and drag until it is select entirely. So I do not want to select the middle part, so I hit Alt on my keyboard, and then it will minus the selection. So the selection are done nicely. So in order for me to refine the hair, so I click over here, refine edge over there. So there's a bit of refinement that needs to be done. Okay, so everything else looks great for now. Okay, so after I made the roto brush, okay, and then I return back to my roto brush tool, and then I just check is there any point that have not been selected. So I can see the line have selected well the kid over there, so there's no adjustment else that need to be made. And by that you can return to your composition, and then you will see at this point over here, if you off the scenes over there, you will see that, okay, if I turn off this one, you will notice that the kid already been selected. Okay, so the subject already been selected. So that's why we want to use the background over here. So the background will be covering the back over there, so it looks like there's nothing is happening over there. Okay, so now what we're going to do is that we're going to make this kid fly. Okay, so to make those kids fly is I'm going to bring this one over here. Alright, so open this one, open transform, click on position, and then drag until if you want to move frame by frame, you can use page down. Okay, so this is the where I'm going to make the skate fly. So at these locations, okay, maybe 5 frames. Okay, so here I'm going to make the kit fly. So move these ones to over here. So once you already have that, select the keyframe, easy assist, keyframe assistant, easy ease, and then on your motion blur, and then you will see that there's adjustment. We try to preview, hit your spacebar, so you can see that the kit is flying at this point. So that will be the base. So on top of that, we going to have some details to enhance on the visual that we just see. And then now the kit's already been flying, so I do not want to have much more longer footage over there. So I can split those footages and delete accordingly. So I only want this level, and then after that I'm going to import a correct root. Okay, so this is the thing that I'm going to import to make sure the visual applies when the kids are flying. Okay, so like the roads are cracking. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to pre-compose the things over there, over here. So for example, it's big like this. I'm going to pre-compose, right click, pre-compose, and then name it as the correct road. Okay, and then click OK, and then from here in the correct road, double click on the correct road over there. So I'm going to add a select on the layer, and then I'm going to add an ellipse tool and make a masking. So the masking over here, I'm going to open this mask, and then add the feather. So I just can increase those feathering. So you will notice that the feather is going to smoothen out the image when it appeared. So this is done at the correct road, and then over here, see, this is what the result you are getting. Okay, so from here I can on my 3D. Okay, and then in the transform panel at the Y rotation, I can flip this thing like this. Okay, and then bring this one until where the kit is over there, and then make it smaller. Hold my shift and then place it down over there, and then if it's require bigger. Okay, so that will be a nice place to put, and then after that drag these crack roads underneath the layering over there. Okay, so it will appear over here. So I'm going to click on crack road, split, and then I'm just going to make sure it is placed nicely over there. Okay, so that will be placed for this particular crack road. Okay, so to make it the crack road much more realistic, what I'm going to do is that select on the crack road, and then I'm going to make another masking. Okay, select on the crack road, and then for the masking over here, what I'm going to do is that the feather options. Okay, the mask expansion over here, I click on this 0. So I'm just going to drag this until it does not more appear. Okay, until it does not appear, and then drag it over here. So this is where it becomes 0. Okay, and then until it appeared like that. Okay, so I will have so when the kid jumps, like she is cracking the road accordingly. Okay, so maybe yeah, that would be the idea. And then what I'm going to do afterwards is to match the color of the crack roads with the existing footage at the back. So I'm just going to select over here, go to my presets. Okay, go to my effect and libraries. I'm going to find curve. Okay, tap over there, curve. Okay, so curve over here underneath the color corrections, I drag it into my crack panel, and then I'm going to make adjustments so that the color of the road or the current road is matched with the color of the footages. Okay, so it is going very tricky, so there's a bit of adjustment that you guys to make until you're able to get it. Okay, so maybe somewhere around there. Okay, so you have to play around with the curve in order to make sure it is matched with the color of the background over there. Okay, so just need a bit of tweak. Okay, so after we make the road are cracking over there, alright, and so you can see from here, alright, so the road are cracking, the kids are jumping. What we're going to do, we're going to import a smoke. So just wait for a while. This After Effect is quite heavy. Okay, so I'm going to put this smoke over here, import the smoke, and then after that drag the smoke into the scene, and then the smoke is here. Right click, blending mode, change to screen. Okay, and then make the smoke smaller a little bit. Okay, as you can see over there, we're going to make the smoke smaller. Shifted the smoke over here. Okay, so if you can see, the smoke is placed over there, and then what we're going to do is that we click on the smoke, going to use ellipse tool, make a masking around the smokes, and then open the mask, increase the feather to make it look much more smoother. Okay, so I have my feathers going on. Okay, so now what happens is that the smoke is moving a bit too late. What we're going to do is that we're going to put a time remap, right click over here. Okay, so underneath the time, enable time remapping. You can see this layer over here. So you can see the keyframe. If you increase the keyframe, the smoke will become way much faster. And then after that, okay, so we wanted the smoke to be exactly appearing at this particular point where the kids are jumping. So make some adjustment. So this is the point where the smoke starts to appear. Okay, so I need to be faster. Just move this keyframe over there. Okay. Alright, so that's how you want to apply smoke into the scene. Okay. Okay, so basically you already have bits and pieces of it here and there. Alright, so everything is going on nicely. Okay, and then after that, by right, you already know how to move into. You can import the images of whatever drinks that you wanted over there, and then input some text and animate the text, and then you were able to put it together like you saw it in the early introduction. Okay, so now you can see that the kids are we just have a little bit of preview over here. Okay, so anything else is just about the details. Okay, so you can see the kids is drinking. Okay, and then after that she's running over there. Okay, it requires some memory to process, and depends on my computer machine, and the smoke appeared when she is jumping. Okay, so with that, by right, it's just matter of rendering and put some of the details at the back end, such as the drinks and some the text. Okay, so guys, please try it, and it is fun, and then you can replace the footages with whatever footages that you have taken, and then I hope you were able to get what we have saw just now. Okay, have a good day, have a try. This is going to be fun outcome with After Effects. Okay.